Mathilda and the Big Decision. Once upon a time, in a little village nestled between rolling hills, solid hills, and sparkling rivers, there lived a young girl named Mathilda. Mathilda had a curious mind and a heart full of wonder. Every day, she spent her time exploring the woods, playing by the river, and imagining grand adventures. But sometimes, Mathilda had a habit of focusing on the smallest things, forgetting about the bigger picture. One bright morning, Mathilda woke up excited. Today was the day of the Grand Village Fair, and she couldn't wait to go. She had been planning for weeks, and there were so many things she wanted to do. Eat sweet honey cakes, ride the carousel, play the ring toss, and most of all, visit the animal petting zoo. The fair would be open all day, and Mathilda was determined to do everything. But as Mathilda was getting dressed, she remembered something important. Her mother had asked her to help out in the garden before she left. The garden was full of colorful flowers, fragrant herbs, and even a few vegetables they had been growing for the village's market. It was a big job, and Mathilda knew it would take time to water the plants and tidy up the garden beds. However, she also knew how much fun the fair would be. She quickly glanced at the clock. "I'll just finish the garden later," she thought, grabbing her hat and running outside. As she walked through the village, Mathilda passed by several of her friends. There was Lucy, who was organizing a race near the village square. "Come on, Mathilda, join us," Lucy called, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Mathilda paused, tempted by the idea of a race. "I'll do it," she said, and soon she was running alongside Lucy and the other children. The race was thrilling, and Mathilda finished with a big smile on her face. But as she caught her breath, she realized she had forgotten to check in with her mother about the garden. "I'll go later," she told herself, and continued on her way. Next, Mathilda came across a stand selling ribbons, balloons, and other trinkets. "Just a quick look," she promised herself. But when she saw a shiny blue ribbon that she loved, she couldn't resist buying it. She wore it in her hair and felt happy, even though she hadn't checked on the garden yet. Hours passed, and Mathilda had visited almost every corner of the fair. She had eaten honey cakes, ridden the carousel, and even played a game of ring toss. But still, she hadn't gone to the petting zoo or helped her mother in the garden. By now, it was nearly evening, and the fair was starting to wind down. Mathilda looked around, feeling a little tired but happy from all the fun she'd had. Suddenly, her mother's voice called out from the distance. "Mathilda, where are you? It's time to come home." Mathilda turned around, surprised to see her mother walking toward her. "Oh no," she thought. "I didn't help in the garden, and now it's too late. I didn't even get to visit the petting zoo." Her mother smiled warmly when she saw her. "It looks like you had a wonderful time at the fair. But did you remember the garden?" Mathilda's face fell. "I'm sorry, Mom. I got so caught up in all the fun things, I didn't think about the garden. Now it's too late, and I feel bad." Her mother nodded gently, sitting beside Mathilda. "It's okay to have fun, Mathilda, but sometimes there are things that need to be done first, before the fun. The garden is important, and you made a choice today. That's part of growing up, learning that some things are more important than others." Mathilda sat quietly, thinking about what her mother had said. "I understand, Mom. I guess I was so excited about the fair that I didn't stop to think about what I should do first." Her mother smiled. It's all right. We all get excited sometimes. But remember, when you have something important to do, it's always good to think about that first. Then you can enjoy the fun things without feeling like you've forgotten something. Mathilda nodded, feeling a little wiser. She knew her mother was right. After all, the garden wasn't just any garden. It was a place where her family grew food and flowers together. It was part of what made their home special. And when she thought about it, the fair had been fun. But the joy of working with her mother in the garden was something she valued deeply. The next morning, as the sun rose and the birds began to sing, Mathilda woke up early. She didn't want to wait too long to help her mother. Today, she would make sure the garden was taken care of first. She ran outside, her heart full of excitement, and began watering the plants. The sun's warmth bathed the garden, and Mathilda felt proud of the work she was doing. When her mother saw her in the garden, she beamed. "You're doing a wonderful job, Mathilda. I'm proud of you." Mathilda smiled, feeling a deep sense of satisfaction. She had made a good choice. By taking care of the important things first, she could enjoy the rest of the day without worrying. Later that afternoon, Mathilda was able to visit the petting zoo and play with her friends, but this time she knew she had done the right thing. As the day came to a close, Mathilda lay in bed, reflecting on all that she had learned. She understood now that life was about balance. It was important to have fun, but it was just as important to take care of responsibilities first. By doing that, Mathilda felt happy and peaceful, knowing that she had made the most of both work and play. And so, as the stars twinkled above the village, Mathilda drifted off to sleep with a smile on her face, excited for the next day's adventures and ready to make good choices once again. The end.